Welcome back to our channel, the place where stories come alive and lessons turn simple. Today, we are diving into a humorous and unforgettable chapter from Class 12 Flamingo, Poets and Pancakes by Asokamitran. It is not just about films or makeup. It's about people, lost talents, poetry, politics, and the strange yet colorful life inside Gemini Studios, one of the biggest film studios of India in the 1940s and 50s. So sit back and let us take you on this journey. In the famous Gemini Studios of Madras, life was full of drama, both on-screen and off-screen. The makeup department was the busiest corner. The favorite brand used there was called Pancake. Every actor and actress had to sit under bright lights and get their face painted with thick cream. The tiny makeup room looked like a crowded barber shop. The result was strange. No matter what color your skin was, you ended up looking pink, yellow, green, or sometimes even purple. That was considered cinema beauty in those days. The work followed a strict hierarchy. The chief makeup man worked only on the hero and heroine. The senior assistants worked on the villains. The junior assistants managed the lesser roles, and the poorest fellows painted the faces of crowd actors who were just background figures. Even in makeup, status and class were visible. Then there was the so-called office boy, a man in his 40s. His duty was to bring extras to the makeup room and do odd jobs. But he believed he was a wasted genius. He claimed to be a poet, a writer, and a critic. But life had pushed him into this small job. He often bored everyone with long speeches about how his talent had been destroyed by the world. Gemini Studios itself was a funny mix of cinema and literature. Many employees were actually poets and writers. They wrote in Tamil, loved discussing poetry, and enjoyed endless cups of coffee. Poetry gave them respect, even though most never became famous. Politics also entered the studio. Communism was the hot topic of those times. People spoke passionately about it, even if they didn't fully understand it. Foreign guests often came to give lectures on such matters. One day, an important-looking Englishman visited. He was introduced as a great poet. He delivered a long speech against communism, but the poor studio people could not follow much of it. They sat confused, half bored, wondering what the lecture really meant. Years later, the narrator discovered something surprising. That boring foreign poet was actually Stephen Spender, one of the most famous poets of the 20th century, known for his leftist views. The irony was sharp. A communist poet had come to speak against communism. The narrator could not help but laugh at the memory. Back then, none of them knew they were sitting in front of such a great literary figure. And that is Poets and Pancakes, a chapter full of humor, irony, and the real struggles of people behind the glittering world of films. Through this memoir, Asokamitran shows us that life in the studio was more than just glamour. It was a world of wasted talents, endless gossip, and unexpected encounters with history. If you enjoyed this storytelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy explanations of your Class 12 English lessons. Thank you for watching. And remember, behind every film, there are untold stories waiting to be heard.